The country's Minister for Finance, Prime Minister Stephenson King, is expected to give a detailed picture of the state of the national economy during a televised address on Thursday. Speculation has been rife about the fiscal position of the St. Lucian economy, with many figures bandied about by both members of the opposition and the government. The Prime Minister admits the leading indicators are down, but there is a cautiously optimistic outlook for modest growth.
And I must assure you that to date, even though in some instances the revenues are down, the numbers in tourism early on in the year seem to have dropped slightly by 8.2%. We are now seeing a steady growth in the numbers in the tourism sector, and from all indications, based on projections, it is likely to record a 0.2% growth at the end of the financial year.
The island is also tackling issues related to its offshore financial services sector. On Tuesday, the government signed a tax information exchange treaty with the Netherlands in keeping with an OECD mandate for more disclosure from offshore financial jurisdictions and tax havens on their earnings. Director of Finance Isaac Anthony explains in the wake of the global financial meltdown, developed countries of the G20 have been pressing for tighter regulation and transparency. He is confident St. Lucia will meet its obligations and avoid being permanently blacklisted.
The government of St. Lucia is well on track to meet the required 12 by March of next year. In fact, we're expecting that if everything goes according to plan, that we are likely to get as many as 16 signed by the end of March of 2010.
The Prime Minister says the government is fully aware of the ramifications of failing to comply with the international protocols.
As a small nation, we believe that the survival of our economy is dependent on the niche areas that we enter into, and in those areas we are committed to ensure that the environment that is created is fully transparent and preserves the integrity of a nation that is committed to international protocols and agreements.
The island is also expected to sign and ratify treaties with Belgium and settle pending agreements with the United States and Canada on offshore financial service matters. Agriculture officials are examining plans to relocate the operations of the marketing board to cul-de-sac. Discussions on a new home for the promotional agency were just one of the many issues deliberated on during the midterm review. The Minister for Agriculture, Ezekiel Joseph, says the meeting of high-ranking officials is not unusual and helps assess the cost-benefit analysis of the government's many programs.
It's coming together of all the minds in the ministry. We can have appreciation as to how we can overcome these challenges. So it's a program that, as long as I am given the opportunity to serve in the ministry, I'll continue to implement.
Joseph explains revamping the marketing board was necessary because the old business module and the previous location were not ideally suited to the unique management challenges facing the agency.
We have gotten some 6 acres of land from government next to the IRDC in cul-de-sac, where we shall be constructing what we call a clearinghouse, where we will relocate the St. Lucia Marketing Board, a new entity in fact, to continue to provide that our service with regards to marketing, which of course is a requirement.
Wednesday, engineers briefed agricultural officials on the feasibility of the plan for the marketing board and the proposed construction of a vast complex that will serve as a headquarters for the Ministry of Agriculture.
So at least we would know that when a farmer would come down to this complex, he can be provided with all the services that he would require.
The midterm review was held at the Ministry of Communications and Works Conference Room at Union.